Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well, because I'm doing pretty fantastic. So, without further ado, one thing I noticed is that we have a lot of stuff every single time we go into places, and that's primarily because we have so many gifts. So, I figured what a better way to start off the stream than by getting rid of some of these. Such as Zevran. Probably wants the Dalish gloves, Dalish other elves. Why wouldn't he?
I did not mean to sound ungrateful, it is just...
Wait,
He sounds like he's suspicious of giving, like, receiving a gift. Just fantastic.
Had a pair very similar to these.
The leather was less thick and it had more embroidery, but these are very close and quite handsome.
You're welcome.
Do I seem surprised? Perhaps I am. Still, I appreciate the fact that you even thought of me. No one has simply given me a gift before. Thank you.
Hey, and that got a minor dex boost from Zevran. Nice. And skill, apparently. Sweet. And he approves. That's what I want. I want his approval. Sweet boy Zevran. Look at that. He likes me. Next. Morgan with her dumb hat. I figured we would give the Black Grimoire.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What do you hope to find within it?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
There we go. New quest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Companions. Flemeth's Grimoire. Give it to Morgan. She seems quite eager to study it. Maker only knows what she'll learn from it. Yeah. I imagine nothing good. Nothing good. Alright. Who's next on the docket? Small gold bar? Alistair, do you want to like me again?
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah. Here you go.
No, bad. Bad idea. Awful. Don't do it.
Okay. I do like the idea of giving potions to win for dragon's blood potions. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. And spicy sauces. Here, you can have some spicy sauces.
Marvelous.
There's a small carved statue as well. Enjoy that. Ooh, demon pendant. That sounds like Morgan. Wait, where is that demon pendant? There we go.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Guessing you wouldn't want the Chantry amulet. Do you want the Chantry amulet?
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Yay. Sten, you want a tribal necklace?
You have my thanks.
Nice. Wilhelm's Brew. Zevran, I know you want Wilhelm's Brew. Come on,
How nice.
rank up. How about this?
How nice.
How nice. Just all very how nice. Okay, well that reduced our current weight quite a bit. Ooh, and Wing got inspired from that too. Minor willpower increase. Nice. Yeah, there's just a lot of good stuff on that one. Lots and lots of good stuff. Friends of Red Jenny. Oh, there's so much stuff to do in Denerim. Mage Collective. Watchguard of the Reaching. The notes of an apprentice Gant has revealed an ancient ritual in the Circle Tower. It begins in the Great Hall Common Room. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that some other time. Maybe we'll do that some other time. For now, we head to Orzammar. Actually, should I talk to people? Like, how you doing, Shale? How you doing?
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they look quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Could totally do that.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Hey, come on, man. I'm told you killed your former master.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Okay.
Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
What sort of experiments?
Bah, I am no mage, and he did not explain himself to me, any more than it would explain itself to a sword. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
That must have been terrible.
In fact, at first, I found it more of a relief. For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Aww. I don't believe you.
Well, good for it. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, for it. Oh, let us not speak of this awkward bonding moment ever again.
That sounds like the audio just kind of clipped out because they didn't say the rest of this sentence. Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Oh no, Shale did not like that conversation. I'm so bad at communicating with my party. I'm the most like socially awkward character ever. Oh, it's great.
So, full of questions, are you? Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me,
With a giant
how
question
much do
mark
you
on
know
there?
of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I'm more interested in the truth.
I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds
As
interesting.
the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Not
No,
true.
quite
Then?
true, but this part only. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth,
Oh, those
my
lords
mother
always
claims
swearing
that 'twas
vengeance for
Osen who was her
infidelity.
husband, and Conabar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Seems like a fair deal. Flemeth
Life
must have
of
been
a bard
angry.
is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
She spoke to spirits or
Spirits
demons?
first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
She never invaded, or he never defeated
The
her?
truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Alright. So, do you believe her
I do not
version?
believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
How has Flemeth survived for so
The
long?
demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
And legend tells of Flemeth having many
You
daughters.
ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
An interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. Nothing. I wish to know nothing more.
Ooh.
I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Okay, no, she approved. Cool. I thought I had made an oopsie on that one. Hello, Mr. Emissary people.
You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
Oh, right. Be ready.
Always, Warden.
I haven't spoken to any of these people. Perfect. And how about you, Win?
It's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
You are very sprightly for your age, though.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so.
I mean,
In all honesty,
you saw how she was
I
fighting,
don't
right?
know how
Like,
many years I have left
she was
in
pretty
me.
crazy.
I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done. Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Aw. Come on, Win, don't be like that.
Abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower. Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Yeah. Seeing the monster you could be is very unsettling.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone.
Can't hear no game strong enough? Ooh. Is the game actually projecting audio?
That's
One
what they
sec.
say.
Let me get audio here.
Of late, I have begun to wonder.
Oh god, is it actually projecting audio? What? Default speakers. Yeah, let's just try and set the default speakers to that. And see how she goes with that. Alright. Is she projecting audio now, or is she still too quiet?
Yes, it is madness.
Ah,
and cruelty that
there we
define
go. We actually have levels now.
If those are lacking, if
But
the
they are
mage
very
remembers
tiny.
the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination.
Huh, that is
I
kind
never
of
saw
surprising.
that. Thank
I
you
did
for
lower the
showing me
volume
another way
recently.
of looking at it.
I think that might just be Win. Win is very soft-spoken. Game is audio just muffled. Make Mage Mom louder. Alright, let's see if we can make Mage Mom louder. Options. Audio. Let's go for an increase in dialogue audio, like that. Okay. Now how she
Irving
goes.
told me about how you became a Grey
She's just
Warden,
really
and
freaking
that
quiet.
unpleasant incident that occurred prior to your departure from the Circle. None other. I respect the decision you made and the way you handled it.
I also appreciate that you don't mind that I stole your staff and gave you mine.
That aside, you're a
It was a
great
fair
leader
trade,
now,
really.
And perhaps I presume too much by saying this, but the Circle is proud of you.
Pride. No, not used to it.
Do not squander this time trying to explain why Irving picked
Okay.
you. Accept it, and be the Grey Warden you're supposed to be. Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when
Yeah.
others did not.
Dialogue audio
Perhaps
could
it
be
was
cranked
meant
for
to
you
be.
fancy other tab people. Well, let's just see how it compares to someone else, say a loudmouth like Alistair, before we need to crank
What do you
it.
need now?
Yeah, it could probably use a little bit of a cranking. Alright, let's give the dialogue just a bit more. Okay. That's as high as I'll go.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Is this... Is this after I ravish you in
Of
celebration?
course it is afterwards. The ravishing part is a given. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
Nah, you can always... There's always a use or two for a handsome elf.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Yay, Zevran massively approves. Love me, Zevran. Love me. Okay. And Bork.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Aww. Good, he will fell our enemies with his stench. Yeah,
Maybe so,
Bork.
But all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Go ahead. Oh, thank you, Trio.
I will get my soaps, and the dog shall have his bath.
Thank you for the sub. Very much appreciated. There, now Bork is nice and clean. Yeah, let's give Bork a little pet. Yeah, who's a good Bork? Who's a good Bork Lesnar? Who suplexes people all day? You do. Yes, you do. What's up, Ray? I'm doing ridiculously stupid
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Let's go with that. Wait, no. That's not the party I want. That is not the party I want. What am I thinking? I want the back line.
Yes.
There we go. And we're gonna head to the Frostback Mountains. Okay. Okay. This seems a touch rude. Well, let's start off by saying hello. There's a Darkspawn leader back there. Kinda want to save my paralysis for him. Either way, say hello. And a pop. The Mind Blast. Got some Hurlocks coming. There's only a couple Hurlocks around here. Let's jump over here and get these guys on a fire. Herlock back there is doing things. Herlock up there is still standing somehow. So let's hit him with a force field, actually. Just stop being a thing for a little while. Herlock over there and the Darkspawn leader are coming. I'm gonna start prepping a mass paralysis right here. And got him. Fucking got him. Alright. Drain mana. And something like this should do quite well. And you need to stop being a thing. Oh, shoot, are there more over here? No, it's those two and then the archers up top there. Oh, there's still another archer up there. Crap. Okay. Start hitting the Darkspawn leader. Oh god. They came alive again. They knocked me down. Ow. Okay, I'm an idiot. Oh, they fucking ambushed me. I'm so pissed off that they actually got the drop on me like that. Shit. Well. Yep. Dropped accidents and favors shields, gaining defense and increasing chance of shrugging off missile attacks. Yes. You need that while you're going to go and attack the leader. And give him a 1. And also give him a health poultice. And oh wait. Oh, shield cover was not what I wanted. Whatever, shield bash. There we go. No. Shale. I need your help here. Gwyn? What are you up to? You're going over there to fight those Herlocks? Why would you ever do that? Don't do that. I need you to go and heal Alistair. Please heal Alistair. Heal Alistair.
Immediately.
Okay. This is not going well. Rejuvenate Alistair. And Alistair's dead. And Wynn's gonna die too. Okay. Great. Why do I start every session by dying? Like, seriously, why do I start every session by dying? It's the weirdest fucking thing. I don't understand it. Mass regeneration. Personal to all members of the party. Okay. Well, let's heal Shale up. And God. How does that not hit the... Okay, there we go. Casting it there will. And, yeah. Oh, didn't even get it over. Okay. Wait, Wynn got back up. How did Wynn get back up? Oh, Vessel of the Spirit. Okay. That's apparently a thing. Well, Wynn, you're gonna drop straight back down again, and I apologize for that. Oh, no! No! Well, I just lost the first 20 minutes of that stream. Crap. I have to give these items out again and do... Oh, I guess I cannot do the talkie talks except to Zevran. And win, I guess? I don't know. Where the hell is the Dalish gloves? So there.
Gloves? You're giving me gloves? What for?
Thought you might like
The
them.
leather was less thick.
You're welcome. There we go. And let's see. The Black Grimoire. Yes, Black Grimoire. Goes to Morgan.
What?
Go.
You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What do you hope to find within? There we go. It's Flemeth's Grimoire. Zevran,
I've a question, if I may.
go
My
ahead.
question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this... One simply assumes that once you're...
There we go. Bunch of thumbs up for him. Okay, let's talk to Win a couple of times because she has
Ugh, it's been a
specific
long
dialogue.
day. Rest would be welcome. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring. But there is
Sprightly.
always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it.
There we go.
Have you encountered many abominations apart from... It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them.
Yep.
And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what... Or, if a mage could be...
There we go.
Irving told me about how you became a Grey Warden. And that But that aside, you're a Grey Warden now, and perhaps I presume too much.
There we go.
I must
Anything
ask,
else?
what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
Does it have to mean
I
something?
just wanted to know what, ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men. As a Grey, thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly.
Yeah,
Who
that
serves
never
his people
happens.
first and foremost. A king who does
That
not
never
do this,
happens.
Who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant. If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
There we go. Okay. And finally, Bork. Because I can't resist
dog.
Bork.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like...
There we go. And now, save for oopsie on the battle. I can't fit field apparently, but oopsie on the battle is fine. Okay,
Yes.
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 take two. Same spot.
Dark.
Yep, same fight. Okay, so my main thing is everyone target a single one. So everyone targets that guy, and then I do summon like this.
Watch for their blood.
And then summon like this. Okay. Or he could do that instead. That works too. Mind Blast. Alright. Got more Hurlock coming our way. Again, let's just prep for that mass paralysis for when the stun wears off, which is like immediately, because stun does not last that long. That's... Is that Hurlock dead? It's not targeting him even when it's directly over him, so I'm going to assume that he is dead. In the meantime, kind of want to hit these guys again. What's their health at? That guy's at half health. That guy I can't see. I'm assuming there's just more death and destruction coming my way, because the leader hasn't even rounded the corner yet. Okay. So, we're gonna do something like this. Just make sure I'm not getting any of my party members. There we go. Okay. Now, what do I got? Hurlock's mostly dead. This one is mostly dead, so let's keep targeting him. Okay. And then that leader, he needs to go. He needs to just get force fielded and be ignored for a while. When are you healing us at all? Because I think Alistair could use it. There we go. I don't have any of my buffs on. That explains so much. That explains so goddamn much. I need this help with this. Alright. I also need to chug Illyrium if I'm going to continue this fight. Okay. No, we are not splitting the party. We all attack up the same side.
Weapons at the ready.
Mindless. And then... Wait a sec. Paralyze. And then... Go over here. Fire! Why did Wynn run this way? Wynn, you mad woman! Why would you do that? Oh, shit. I have no clue how to get her to join back up. I'm just gonna have her, like, run for a little while. Be chased for a little while, I guess is more accurate.
You or me.
Okay. So that guy's dead. I'm gonna focus this fucking leader down. Train him.
Let's make this quick.
And Win. You're heading up for a heal. That's nice. Go and heal. There we go. And now run up and join us so we can defend you. I'm actually okay with Shale going off on its own. I know I literally am defeating the purpose of what I just said, but Win is different.
Victory shall be mine.
Let me attack this guy. Win, you can stay there.
They'll never know
I
what
want you to
hit.
move over there. Thank you for the rejuve. Hurlock on the mana drain. This Hurlock's at, like, almost dead. Kinda wondering if I could get another fireball up there, how much damage that would do. Might have to wait a second for that. And now where are you going, Win? Join in attacking that. You leave Shale to his fate. Shale will be fine. Shale's a big boy. And I'll help him by doing this. See? Shale's fine. Shale will live through everything. Shale lives to the end of the goddamn earth.
Let's get started.
That is how the Shale do.
Exploration is an ugly perfume.
Okay, now we can go. Or you guys can go that way, that works too. Fucking Christ. This Herlock just is chilling over here. He's having a blast bulking up, apparently. Wonder how that's gonna help him.
Have at you.
No, you don't get to shield bash him. Hey, we lived through that. Hooray for us, and Alistair stepped in the trap. Beautiful. Exactly what I wanted. Alright, so we got that. Nothing from that guy. Ooh, Elfert. Yoink. What do we get from the Darkspawn leader? Concentrated Deathroot extract. Well, can't say I like it, but I have it now. Close bar. Ooh, red steel chainmail. Neat. That's some Deathroot. Always got to have more Deathroot for those poisons that I cannot make. I'll take those health poultices though. Definitely need those.
As you wish. On it.
What tier is this? Tier 4? Not even worth. Oh hey, another trap. And no one triggered it. Congrats, guys. I'm so proud of you. Alright. Now, before we venture forward... Ooh, that's true. I should enable some of my stuff, shouldn't I? Arcane Shield. Definitely. And then I'm also going to enable Spellmite. There we go. And skills. There we go. Just gotta keep myself topped up on those pulses. Win! Win, no!
I fell.
You alright?
For a moment there, I thought I thought it was all over.
Thought what was over?
Everything. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
But I want answers now. Can I just immediately go back to camp? Damn it! I want to go back to the camp.
I have been studying Mother's
Oh,
grimoire.
Jesus.
Do you wish to hear what I have found?
What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
You look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
A spell of immortality?
If only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Huh. Are you certain?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
So why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful.
That is certainly true.
According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
So what do you intend to do about
There
it?
is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Alright. Why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Very well, I'll help if I
Then
can.
what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
I do like the everything else in the hut part.
She would like everyone to think she is invincible, but I highly doubt that is the case. And besides that, you are not truly killing her. Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
I'll see what I can
I
do.
am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
There we go. There's that. Next. Next conversation. I win.
What's on your mind?
Are you feeling better now?
Oh, yes, and thank you for asking. I'm feeling much better today.
I like to make sure my companions are well.
Well, thank you for your kindness, my dear. It certainly warms these rickety old bones.
But do you want to explain why the
What's on
fuck
your
you
mind?
passed out?
It is no trouble.
I might have to leave and re-enter because this game is an old game and didn't prepare for multiple cutscenes triggering at once.
Yes.
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 There we go. And back.
I think
There
I
we
owe
go.
you an explanation for what happened earlier.
Yes, you had me quite worried.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
But you're standing right
Let me
here.
explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
That's an amazing
The
story.
Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
Oh no. How long will the spirit
I do
last?
not know. I can feel when the spirit weakens, so I should have fair warning. But come, let us not talk about this. There is time yet.
But are you
What's on
okay?
your mind?
Why did the spirit choose to
I have
help
always
you?
had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Are you sure?
It did not feel evil. I never feared it. In fact, it infused me with soft, strange warmth I never felt before.
That sounds like something a
Sometimes
demon
I
would do.
see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You mean it protected
There
you?
were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
Alright. And also in your fight with
I
Petra's
don't know
demon.
why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me. I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
Kinky. I'll hold you to that.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Sometimes people just want to be nagged, you know? They just need to have a nag in order to do things right.
Yes.
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 Let's do the thing with the people in the place. Alright, now we can actually continue and go over here to the mountains. Ah, fantastic. Oh, jeez, really? Come on, guys. Ow. Really, mage? Okay. Alright. This is kind of a dick move, not gonna lie. You need to stop. Well, I've literally not been able to do shit. I've been able to do fuck and or all with this fight. Why do I never save? I see a fight in front of me and go, you know what? I think I want to take this beating. That mage is the worst thing in existence. Fuck that mage. Okay, we are here. But... okay, so we got to kill Flemeth. Alright. Okay, this seems to be fine. We seem to be fine. Let's do this then. Can I just prep, like... prep a fireball on that fucking mage? That did nothing. Fantastic. Just gonna start off with that, just cause fuck that noise. Nope, something like that. Just some good fire. Oh no, I'm stunned. Okay. The amount of stunning going on here is not cool. I'm not happy with it. I want to save that single target. Let's go for the mass stun on this one. Fuck. There we go. Okay, that bounty hunter is still alive. Let's all focus on one bounty hunter. And I'm going to meet someone special here. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. There we go. That's what I needed in my life. With that guy dead, I feel much better about our odds. Okay, good, he actually drank that health poultice. You get drained. Give me your mana. Chug another lyrium. Do I want to do it on him? Yeah, let's paralyze him.
Let's get started.
Because he's the guy with the yellow name tag.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
There we go. Get Arcane bolted. Instead of whatever bullshit stun you just did. There. Now. I'll be taking my health poultices. Thank you very much.
On it. This should be easy enough.
Stupid mage doing stupid stuns. Taking me out of combat entirely. Stupid mage. He's a dumb mage. I don't like him. What happens if I go this way? It is literally the exact same way. That bridge is useless. It is just there to look fancy. Now. What's going on over here? We got dwarf, surface dwarf.
How are we supposed to live like
I've never
this?
seen an elf
I have
done
fires
before.
waiting.
Ooh, barrel. Drink. And another
This
surface
is
dwarf.
madness. They can't just shut down the city.
Another dwarf. Farron.
Step right up, friend, and have a look at the finest selection of almost new armor and weaponry east of Orlais.
Almost new.
Yes, well, I don't like to brag, but I've got some fine things here. Almost straight from the Royal Armoury.
Almost.
Only took a slight detour on the way.
Uh-huh.
Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the word.
Yeah, it would be pretty large and unwieldy.
All those. I had one, but I sold it already.
Who'd you sell it to?
A collector. I can't go telling you all about my paying customers. One, it's not ethical, and two, it's bad for business. A lot of my customers are sensitive types. They don't want their personal business related to every stranger who happens along.
Uh-huh.
If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful.
Where's the sword now?
Redcliffe. The guy who bought it lives in Redcliffe. He's a collector. A dwarf
Dwyn.
named Dwyn, I think.
Didn't I murder
I don't
Dwyn?
want any trouble. If you see that giant, tell him I don't have it, would you? I don't, I swear.
Wait, Dwyn, I know
Well, he's the
him.
proud owner of your giant
on.
sword. If you'll excuse me, I have this sudden urge to pack. I've told you what I know. If you'll excuse me, I've had quite...
Let me see your wares.
Oh,
Come on, man. Need to buy all these health poultices. These potions don't buy themselves, you know. I just sold them. Damn it. I keep goddamn doing that. As soon as I see health poultice, I'm like, yep, that's what I want. I was wondering why he was selling so many injury kits. Canary infantry home. Portrait of a goose girl. Wait, he's selling a Canary sword. It's right there. It's right in his. It's right in his thing. Dude's weird. I'm just gonna sell these bombs. I never use them. I should use them, but I never do. There we go. Small grease trap. Rock salve. Spirit shard. No, I'll probably be collecting more of these. Let's be real here. Turbo. The Templar helm. It's so beautiful. Let's see. I don't know how good these are. Tier 4 can definitely go. Yeah. Tier 5. The tier 4 can go. Oh, I need to be a Templar to wear Templar armor? Well, shit, I wish I had known. There's probably some armor that I can get rid of here. Yeah. Get rid of the splint mail. Nope, don't need that. Whatever that is. And I'm honestly just gonna sell these gifts. They take up so much space. I'll keep the dragon's blood. Trade manifest, silver chalices. There we go. And I can probably get rid of these novice runes. God, that only leaves me with journeyman runes? What have I been doing? Get rid of the sailor's charm, silver cord. Don't really need shiver. Okay. Think that's good. Go with that.
So can you
Gossip.
Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
Maker's blessing to you.
That's hardly gossip. The Darkspawn are coming. Yeah, no shit. Hello, dwarf.
They have to open the gate. My suppliers will think I cheated them.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you? Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry, the men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
Hideous habits indeed. Speaking of which, I notice Alistair is wearing a goofy helmet. Let's see if we can upgrade the goofy helmet. No, still can't. Still not strong enough. That sucks. Oh well. We can wear this now, but I think the other armor is actually still better for him, and it's less fatigue. We wear the Templar's armor. Ooh, put the fatigue on it. Oh my god, the fatigue. What the shit is up with that? Hello, Aaron.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
Doubt it.
Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
I should go.
Best of luck to you.
I like that I'm not doing any deals with him at all. It seems a little bit weird. I go to the shady guy over there and ask to see his wares, but no. That guy. Can't do. Can't do it.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The
Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run to your false kings. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
That's right. Run away, little baby man.
You are free to enter
I
Orzammar,
fear
Grey
you
Warden.
not.
Though I don't know what help you will find.
Alright. Well, that was the thing.
Trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that
Those
outsiders not
statues are
witness our
dwarven
infighting.
paragons, if I remember right.
You're just talking over that dwarven guard.
Ancestors.
Alright. I like Orzammar. Orzammar's cool.
Now that's a
I love these statues.
If
I want
you
one of these
recover
statues in my
Barbara,
house.
all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to
Paragon Braca.
Get back to the forge.
Oh, I can
want to
click
see
all
more
of these
details.
paragons.
As you wish.
Yes, Mother.
Show some pity for a... I haven't eaten in days.
Well, too bad it's not giving me a prompt to give you some silver or anything, so... Get fucked.
Let's get started. Right.
Anything else? Anything else I can click on? Come on, I love clicking on things.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
Figures are quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps I can help.
Perhaps I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Well, at least he's nice about not wanting me
I have
around.
a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have no odd way of requesting answers
Christ,
to your
Shale.
questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
Wow, he actually holds respect for her. He actually respects someone. Even if he does say sassy remarks, because let's face it, everyone says sassy remarks. I like the lava. It's a cool aesthetic.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Ooh. So, I just arrived in a really awkward time, apparently.
Especially in front of outsiders.
Signpost.
Find that soddy fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Yeah, you seem to be so good at keeping it.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want.
Sounds good.
Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Paragons?
Point no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Okay, I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Goodbye. But I will look at these stone carvings on the ground. And another guard. Hello, Narav.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
This Balin, is that King Endrin's son?
What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
What do we know about this Lord Harrowmont?
Should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
Okay. So, is Harrowmont qualified to rule?
He's a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less.
You sound like a Harrowmont supporter. Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Why wouldn't Harrowmont have done the exact same? How did he die?
He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself.
Who the fuck are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I am Wizwonk, a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against a blight.
Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets.
Yeah, well, that sounds like you guys are being idiots.
There will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Okay.
Let's get started.
This looks like a shop of some sort. Yeah, we got some commoners here. Aw, yeah, Nug Wrangler.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
These things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
If I see any nugs,
Good on you, stranger.
I'll be sure to send them your way.
We need one to turn this around.
I will find you the dankest of nug. Alright. Nothing here. At least I think there's nothing here.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Sure, Dagna.
You look like you're not from around here.
What gave that away?
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
I'm a mage myself.
Then I'm truly honored. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation, and a great responsibility.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So what do you want with the
I
Circle?
want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Okay.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
They didn't... I didn't...
Greetings and welcome
She's
to
gonna be
Darren
disappointed
Darrenson's
in the
luxury
future.
goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope?
Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Lyrium enhanced, you say? Ooh. Heavy metal shield. Those are just great. Holy shit. That's cool. Gemmed bracelets. Oh, and now we got clear crystals. Oh, I could give them clear crystals. +6 defense. Oh, that's a lot of gold, but I think it's worth it. +1 to all attributes. Yes, please. Yo, Shale. You can have the most stunning crystals in the world. There you go. And there you go. You are kitted out, Shale. How do you like
I
that?
see it found some augmentation crystals I was not even aware it knew about. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they?
They're quite slimming. I forgot we already did this conversation, but then I died. Nope. Apparently I had a network error while streaming. Let me just refresh the chat so I can still see that I'm actually streaming. Nope. Definitely not streaming. It's not doing too good. Is my internet down? Okay. Alright. That was bad. My internet just completely died. Like, completely 100% deado. So I have no idea what the last thing you guys saw was. Absolutely no idea what the last thing that was projected. And, oh god, that sucks. Okay.
Different? Different than what? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks.
Okay, we're just
I
back
can
into this.
recite
I'm
limericks
off my
if
game
it
right now.
likes. Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners.
Ah, I like
have never
this.
met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
I have no idea what golems sound like.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Oh no, it's unable to connect to the Dragon Age servers. Whatever shall I do? Okay, so everything is completely disconnected on that one. Alright, let's go the other side and see what we see on that one. Oh hey, it's a nug. Yay. I don't know if that's the dankest of nugs though, so we should probably find another.
Bad. Don't go near the lava.
Hi Dagna.
Ancestors.
Hi Filda.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What were you praying for?
My name is Filda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Your son's missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want me to look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what I do.
Warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Ah, we got another nug. Still not the dankest nug. Ooh. Definitely want to see what armors we got here. Here we go, some more codexes, because why not?
Welcome to Janar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking
Really?
for a
What gave it away?
ale? At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Let's see what you got.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Alright, so we got some maces and longsword, yeah, alright. Some dragon bone. Oh my god, it's all dragon bone. I like that it's all massive too. It's beautiful. It's so heavy. It's either heavy or massive. Which kind of makes me laugh. Rock knocker. That's amazing. It needs incredibly high magic? Interesting. Very, very interesting.
On it.
Well, certainly not my type, but there's people for it. It's definitely a look.
What is that smell? Dwarven vomit. Charming.
Very. Into the tavern we go. Because in my luck, taverns have poultices. Hello, Cora.
I trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
Uh-huh. A round of your best brews for myself and the house.
Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone. This, my friend, is the Paragon of Ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
I lost a silver. Oh, I love it. Okay.
Did you need something else, Warden? So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Any place I should see while I'm
here? The
here?
nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid.
Aww.
It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
What's the Proving?
It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
And what's the Shaperate?
It's the bureau of all the Shapers in Orzammar, led by the Shaper of Memories. If you're from the surface, I guess you'd call them scholars. They keep all of our records, laws, genealogies. You got questions about Orzammar's history, and don't mind answers in words as long as your leg, that's the place to go.
Is that a dig on the fact that I'm taller than them? I think it is.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Because I keep the riffraff out?
I'm coming! Hold on!
Jeesh.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone.
Hello, Lord Helmy.
Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Controversial opinion for a dwarf in the assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at Tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So you get to vote on the next king.
And 79 other fine, upstanding
79.
examples of how someone who's born
shit.
into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that. And subtle, has sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
I should get going.
As you wish.
Thank you for this insight, though. Nervous adventurer.
Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What are you talking about?
Follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie.
Yeah.
I won't.
You okay, dude? I guess he's fine. Is that an Orzammar thing? I have no idea what these would be. Unbound? It's another Denerim. Something is working behind the scenes in Ferelden. The notes you have acquired from dead or terrified adventurers point to an ancient evil. Alright. Interesting. Play Freebird! Ah, fucking dwarves, they don't know good music.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Don't mind if I
I
do.
recommend the Lycan Ale. They brew it downstairs. Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
I am Wizwonk.
Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka, something like that.
Oh, you knew Duncan.
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
Alright. So, you work for
I
Balin?
go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
And
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Thanks for the drink.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
Is it fucking open mic night or something? God, get that dude off. Alright. What else we got? Legnar?
Topsiders?
How are you?
Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Alright. Your allegiance to
Not your
Balin is
business,
clear.
but I see
Okay.
where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Alright. Some say Balin killed his father.
Many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Alright, let me see what we have in
I'll take
store.
your gold. You're good for that.
Tome of the Mortal Vessel. Fear of blood magic has stigmatized academic dissension. Alright. This book allows training modestly increases a reader's base attributes. Yoink. I'll take that. Alright. Not sure I care much for the leather dusters and such. They're only hardened. This one's reinforced. The Drake skin, obviously, but that's super expensive. Alright. Well, let's take a look. Oh, cool. Level up. It gave me one attribute, which I shall put into magic. Perfect.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Didn't think dwarves
I'm
believed in
Brother
Maker.
Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Whose permission do you
The
need to open a
Shaper
chantry?
controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Want me to talk to him for you?
I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Okay. Oh, Danknug. Nothing there. Yeah, let's head into Dust Town for a sec.
Oh dear. The differences between this side of town and the others is striking.
Yeah. This is gonna be a fight, isn't it? I knew it. I fucking called it. Alright, well. Let's just say hello the best way we know how. Alright. So we got a lot going on here. Ah, that one resisted. Neat. But it does give me time to do... Wait, what? Oh, no, I don't have the mana for that. Let me quickly steal some of this, and... Nope, still don't have the mana for it. Huh, I was really hoping for a mass paralysis here. Gotta say, a little bit disappointed I don't have the mass paralysis going. No, don't remove that. I want to click you. Ow. That was a little bit rude. Say hello to my little flame. This is chaotic. There we go.
Here we go.
You are targeting me. I don't like you. Get him. Okay. That was nice. Thanks for the health poultices, losers.
On.
Moving on. Ooh, rubble. I like that I got a codex for the cast list just by looking at some rubble.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
What the fuck are you talking about? This is such a great
You looking
uniform.
for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
Uh-huh.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Smuggling is illegal. I'm turning you in. It must be dangerous if you're paying
Also
so
for
much.
someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
Uh-huh. Wait, I don't
As
have
long as you
50?
keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Is Sovereign's actually like Gold Sovereign? Oh, shit. Well, that sucks. Hello, Elamar.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
See yours. What you got for me? Couple of recipes. Nothing too crazy. A manual on bards. Let me double check something. Oh yeah, you still don't have any shoes. Right, because that needs 17 strength. Okay.
You're back. You got more business for...
I didn't give you business before. See? Magic dusters. That seems worth it. There we go. Now you have shoes. Congrats, Win.
Right.
I was expecting to be attacked as soon as I left. Hello, Mr. Beggar.
Shine your shoes.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to actually answer that dialogue. Idle dwarf.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
I kind of spawned with them.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
Apparently this is an Italian dwarf. You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
When my doll left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Okay, I
Fall
have to
into
go.
the sky when you go back up there.
I have to go.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Here, buy some
Well,
food.
thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill? I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
What's a Carta?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dust Town. Jarvia's got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
Huh.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town. Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Where does someone go to get
If
drunk?
you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want.
I should get
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Alright, Nadezda. Alright.
So hungry.
Spare a bit for the needy? Please. It's not for me, it's for my child.
I need to find something for that.
Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to
My
do?
son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
Don't look a gift warden in the
I
mouth.
cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Okay. Really, I'm just picking up a whole bunch of quests. And then there's here. Slum's house. Just a random slum's house. Okay. And nothing going on there. We're really about to... Okay, so they've locked up all their chests. Good. I can't steal from them.
On it.
Yeah. Can't steal from them. I'm not a rogue. I don't even get to attempt to. I don't know, I think a fireball would be pretty good for a lock. I think it would do a pretty good job of giving me access to it. Oh no. Is my stream dying again? Is it good? Nope. Wait. We have bitrate again. We have bitrate. Okay. God, I'm gonna be paranoid all night about it. I'm gonna be absolutely paranoid all night about this. Stupid thing dropping frames. It's terrible. Just terrible. Yeah, no, it's still good. Okay. So I got a thing to talk to dude in Tapsters. And... Hello, Mr. Person Man.
What are you looking at, stranger?
I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
Wow. If you don't take Zelinda back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him.
Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Yay! Finally some joy! Zelinda, Zelinda! Good news! You can come home, Zelinda. You can come home. Yay.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say? Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Don't know how good that will be. Seems like he's probably going to be terrible. Oh. Ooh. Alistair can get a specialization. Demonic spirits teach more than blood magic. Oh, I do like the idea of that. I think going for that would probably be better. And you get more strength, good sir. And now you have the champion stuff. Motivate superiority. Champion inspires allies to attack with renewed vigor. Yay. What else we got here? Can't do shield mastery because I need more dexterity. God damn it. Assault. Character quickly strikes the target 4 times. I'd rather have him have stuff to, you know, let him live more. Like passives that just let him live more. But I don't seem to be finding many. Let's get Mental Fortress. Alright, onwards. I wonder how useful that kid will actually be. Will he be a nice servant, maybe? Wizwonk could always use more servants. Wizwonk likes servants. Alright. Do you have anything specific to say to me, person in here? No, he's gone. Okay. Well, I came in here for nothing then.
This should...
And the other way we go. Another nug.
Did you speak
and
often with
random documents.
You're asking me if I have a relationship with my brother, aren't you?
Yes. I wonder what he thought of you.
I don't think he cared much about my existence. I didn't mean anything to him. Anyway, to answer your original question, no. We never spoke. Well, maybe once. Marek and Kaelin had come to Redcliffe to visit the Arl. I was very young then. We were introduced. I believe I said, "Greetings, Your Highness." He said, "Ooh, swords," and ran off to the armory. So, yes, that was the extent of our relationship.
Cool swords. That's great. That perfectly describes King Kaelin. So we got some proving fans, some wall carvings, a locked door, proving master.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the proving arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
What show?
Prince Balin called a citywide proving this afternoon to honor King Endrin's memory. All the best fighters in Orzammar will face each other in sight of the ancestors and win honor for their champions.
Sounds like fun.
Enjoy our grand city.
Well, shit. I wanted to join them. I wanted to do the proving grounds Prove that I'm the greatest dwarf of them all. Onwards. Okay, so...
So, Shale, when you
What
were
else we got?
standing there all that time, did you sleep?
I have no need to sleep. My body does not tire or do other flesh-related functions.
But don't you get bored? Wouldn't you want to dream at least?
I do not dream. This is what...
Okay, so he just stopped talking there.
Let's get started.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
It'll be our business when we drag your corpse out. The Darkspawn have pulled back, but they are down there.
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they made their move on the
The
surface.
surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except to...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
So... will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesh's permission to risk yourself.
Damn it.
Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
I should
Alright,
go
For
then.
your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
God damn it. Alright. So there's that, I suppose. We could head into the Diamond Quarter.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I got a nug for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Sweet.
This should be easy enough.
Obviously, some escaped into the Diamond Quarter. I mean, why wouldn't they, right? They go everywhere. Probably just like stealing people's pets. He said some people keep them as pets. So I'm imagining that I'm basically just stealing their pets. I'm totally okay with this. We got Noble. We got
Higher class
Helmy.
of midget lives here, I'll wager.
Higher class of midget. Fucking Christ,
You
Shale.
have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Uh-huh. I guess I will talk to you later because you're named.
Of the hour. Questions remain as to Lord Balin's
Ooh. I'll take that mall.
death. Possibility of patricide scandals shocking.
Aramont Estate. Lady
This has
Dace.
dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Oh, you got that right.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
Uh-huh.
News of the hour. Does Lord Harrowmont think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever? The Assembly demands an answer.
Let's go into the Royal Palace.
On.
Because the guards aren't fucking stopping me. And... go. Page can only get so bloody before you're fully loaded. Okay. What do we got here? More nobles, more nobles. So many more nobles. That door I can go through, or this door I can go through. This looks like a fun door.
I said...
Oh. Hello. No, I'd rather not hit something like that. Let's instead aim for right here. There we go. Wait. God damn it, I keep losing the mana to do that.
As you wish.
I don't want to chug lyrium every single fight. Can I drop this spell knight? And
you can do better than that.
ha, he's trying to sunder my armor. Joke's on him. I do have armor, but that's not my main armor. Ah, there's the mass paralysis. Everyone's gonna be dead by the time I cast this. And apparently everyone resisted. Fantastic. So I'm just gonna...
This should be easy.
Yeah. Thanks for the poultice.
By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Warden.
Thanks for overlooking the fact that I'm, you know, just walking around in someone's, like, the royal palace house. Thanks for not paying attention to any of that. Can I get there? Will it let me get there? Why is this door here? I want to get in, though. That's bullshit. And lock chest. God damn, Zevran would have a field day here. Ah, kitchen though. Kitchen I can fully support. Okay. A little dagger. Nothing to read on the bookshelf, unfortunately. And what's in here? This is the throne of Orzammar.
On.
Oh, this is just the throne room. Neat.
Right.
Hello. You didn't see me go in, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Hello. Can I get past?
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
God damn it. I highly doubt that these two will come to an amicable conclusion, but I do want to get through to them, see what's going on. Also, I need to find the person that's gonna kick off this fucking quest. I haven't gone into Haramont's place, but that's because I'm choosing not to actively take sides at the moment. Ah, hello, person.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against a blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Uh-huh.
No one wishes this fight over more than Balin. But while it rages, Orzammar can spare no one to combat what may or may not be a new blight.
How can I convince you to help?
There might be a way. If you demonstrate to Balin that you owe Haramont no fealty. Haramont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harriman's deception.
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Uh-huh. What kind of evidence?
Harriman promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Okay. Where do I get the promissory
That's not
notes?
important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your tree.
Alright.
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin. Obviously,
wow.
we cannot expect him
What
to
a
have an unbiased opinion.
What a solid connection there. Yeah.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Yeah, sure.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Uh-huh. I like that it says the prince's favor, the first task.
Go quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke.
Why does he have a mage's staff?
The proposal is only
Why do they all have
until we
mage's
have a king
staffs?
to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Is it just meant to be
You
a
conveniently
staff
positioned to
of
take
power?
over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly, I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
That seemed like it went well.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize a Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the Gate Guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Does the city not
This
care
is
about
their
the end of the world?
And it ended when Endrin died. I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harriman, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
You could give me some more to go off of? Like, anything to go off of? Anything at all?
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harriman, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
Yep.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harriman cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
How can I prove I'm not
That's a
working for
generous
Balin?
offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Haramont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Haramont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Haramont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Alright. I'll enter the proving.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Haramont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Cool. Again with the whole first task thing. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. And finally, entering the Shaperate. So we got a whole lot of nothing in here.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
Did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Okay. So that's another thing to do. Orda, how about you?
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Haramont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Interesting, interesting. Let me just read this book and think about it. Alright. What else we got here? Ooh, another book. Yeah, and then there's the Shaper, but books.
This should be easy enough.
More books.
On.
More books. There we go. Another book.
Let's get started.
What a very XP rich environment. Oh, looked at the book on the wrong side. Damn it. Do that. And some of this. All the experience. Wonderful, wonderful. And that's locked. Okay. Hello, Mr. Shaper, sir.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Okay. I'd like your permission to
That
open
is
a
an
chantry
odd
here.
request, especially for one so new to our city.
It is on behalf of Brother Burkle.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
What harm would it do to let him
Wherever
preach?
this chantry has spread among humans, it replaced all beliefs preceding it. Were we to let these preachers into Orzammar, how long before the ancestors stop hearing the voices praising them?
The chantry's charities would greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
It cares for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Alright. Can you look at these papers?
These are Harrowmont lands promised here. But these are not the deals we approved at the Shaperate. Where did you get these? They scripted these counterfeits? This is a serious crime. I will have the Ministry of Lands begin an investigation into the Gavorns immediately.
Papers were forged?
Not entirely. There were 2 promised deals, but their terms differed significantly from what is presented here. It appears the scripter altered the dates and locations of the agreements to make them identical.
Thank you. I need to have some words with someone. Like you couldn't tell who I'm talking about.
You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
No, never. Never. I wouldn't dream of it. Onwards. Let's see what we can see. He was in here, wasn't he? You little shit.
Well, have you found Lady Dace and Lord Helmy?
These papers are forged.
Forged? Well, naturally they're forged. There is no legal way for Harrowmont to sell the same land twice over, is there?
Tell me what's really going on
You want to know
here.
how the game is played? I wrote the papers and left a sizable fee with the registry office to back them. But if you think figuring it out gets you off the line, you don't understand how this works. I'm asking for a show of loyalty, so exactly how much truth is involved shouldn't matter in the slightest. Now, where does your allegiance lie, Warden?
I cannot lie just to curry
If
favor.
you cannot support my prince, do not expect him to serve you. If you change your mind, you know what you must do to earn his indulgence.
There we go. He admitted that he forged them. What terrible of a human being he is. And there's the Royal Palace for all
Legion
that.
of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin colored.
Legion of the Dead, eh? Oh, Lady
What do
Dace.
you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Yes, I'm Wizwonk.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting Darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them.
I don't like her very much.
I am? And what business would you have with me?
Never mind, I'll be gone.
You certainly should.
Because I know what I want to do. I don't want to screw it up. So we got dwarf politics going on here.
You're back. Was there more you wish to discuss?
Why don't you have a look at these
Well,
papers?
this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it. He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
I'll go tell him.
Thank you. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Good luck.
Ayo. You got a pass.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes.
I don't know, that seems alright to me.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors.
Wait a minute. There's a piece of paper up here. There's some XP on it. How fancy. Alright. Let's get going again. As soon as this game figures out how to load the game faster. There we go. Wish there was a mod just for the game to load things faster.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling
Who you
behind
looking
on
at?
his payments.
Who you looking at? I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one
I like his
decides to
axes.
just
Do they all have the same
burn
axe?
everything in your
They
store.
do.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's
Who
go
you looking
inside
at?
and see what you've been holding
Who you
back.
looking at?
Ooh. I want to go in. Oh, this looks fine.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Do you really want to start this?
Whoa! All right, you will.
Wow, I love how
I'm not
quickly
gonna
he backed
die
down.
for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Wow, I love how quickly that dude backed down.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the castle is
Yeah, I know where it is.
She's
Come
the
on,
one
dude.
directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you have for sale?
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Aw, yeah, bud. So worth it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anyone with improved herbalism and stuff. Ooh, I'll take the elf fruit though. 100% want the elf fruit. There we go. And still got a couple of flasks and stuff. Okay. Oh, and I'll also take your lyrium potions. You had a good sale day, my friend. A very good sale day. Nothing for me to look at. No books for me to read. I didn't even look at the rest of his stock. Fuck. Oh well. There's Dagna, there's Filda. Brother Burkle. Let's return to Brother Burkle.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper. Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Sure, yeah. Love to. Just gonna... Nope. And go. Here we go. Who's next to fight me? Bald dude.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here. I'm no fool. Nobody just wanders around in Dusttown. You're here looking for me, and I don't like it. You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Oh.
Excellent.
Unfortunate for you there, bud. Do you have any items on you, though? Yeah, you do. Proving receipt. Ah, I see. The investigation continues. Slums house, can't do anything in there. Already did that.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dusttown? You need old Nadezda to play tour guide?
No, you know, just
just
leaving.
stay out of
I was
your way
gonna
then.
say hi, because you were nice to me before, and everyone else here is trying to kill me in some way or another. Although it is nice. Good architecture. I like the massive fucking stalactites. They're pretty cool. Pretty architecturally significant. I have nothing else to say on that. She made it awkward. She made it really awkward. Okay. With that... Okay, let's dip into the chantry and see what we can see. Okay. Got some worshippers. Just
Welcome to
stood
what
on
will
that
soon
dude's chair.
be Orzamar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible.
Good, I expect a plaque on the door. Now let's be nice.
Her memory live forever.
Let's go along with it. Alright. So we got the tapsters, Jannar. Wait, are they shaking down Jannar too?
This should be...
Hello, Jannar.
A Trust Valar, stranger. Here for armor or conversation?
Do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
No, she hasn't been any bother.
Good. Well, let me know if she does trouble you any.
She wants to become a mage.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
I approve of everyone doing magic, or studying magic. She shouldn't be cut off. Alright. Let's get to it.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynn?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding.
And go. Go. Damn it. Thought I could time it right, but apparently the arena is bigger than I thought. Sorry, proving grounds. Proving grounds. Oh, hello, Basil.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
What are you talking about?
That sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did someone make you drop out of the
I left
proving?
the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
Come on.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
Okay.
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
Uh-huh. What evidence?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I can get those letters back.
Do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harrowmont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Okay, so with that, I also need to talk to Gwydon. And alright. Looks like I need to go into the proving grounds here.
Did you wish to fight in the Proving today?
Yeah. Wait. I'll come back later. Maybe fight start? Question mark?
Aha, you're back. Did you wish to fight in the Proving today? Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
Mysterious stranger.
I'll just call you Grey Warden, since those elven names are such a mouthful. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
No.
Come back soon. You'll be fighting the bout as soon as both fighters are ready.
Okay. So I can go over here. Maja.
You must be the Grey Warden. Luke John said one of you signed up.
They said the Warden's here to fight for Harriman.
I guess we'll have to show what kind of tricks we learn in Orzammar.
I hear you've been threatening the fighters.
Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
You haven't been here long. You'll learn soon enough. Nothing in Orzammar is private.
As long as someone can find out.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for.
No.
You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Damn it. Right in. Right in, come out. Shit.
Didn't I say I need to concentrate? There's plenty of time to congratulate me after the fight. So you're the Grey Warden? It's an honor, really a privilege. You hear so much about the Wardens. They say on the surface, they're the only ones who fight Darkspawn, and everyone hails them as heroes, and... are you taking recruits?
Actually, I'm building an army.
Right. Then that must mean you want recruits. I bet you're here to pick the best fighters. Am I right?
Sure.
May the ancestors smile on you, and me, and the Grey Wardens.
Sure. Moving right along. Can't open that door. Maybe I can get in from this side. Ah, shoot.
So you're the Grey Warden Lord Harriman brought in to replace his missing fighters. The Idukins have held the throne for 9 generations. The Assembly should have turned to every last member of our line before handing Orzammar over to some lesser family. Just watch. The ancestors will prove me right in the ring.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that. I wish I could change my party right now.
You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Okay, so I need to get in there somehow. Might need to change to Zevran to try and lockpick my way in there. Let's see what's over here before I do that. Hello.
I knew.
Oh, Jesus. Dude, just came to talk, man. What the fuck?
Coin for the men, Mike.
How'd this go for you? Was this a good fight? Was this the fight that you wanted?
Not with the plus. This should be easy.
Uh-oh. They're awake now. That's unfortunate.
No? Come now.
Ah, you resisted that too. These dwarves are annoyingly resistant to my attacks. Flame, however, still effective.
Show me what you've got.
Now we go.
Here we go.
Oh, good heal. Good heal. Ooh. A volume of Shaper history, eh? Well, that's certainly intriguing.
looking at something?
Never understood why everyone thinks the Grey Wardens are so great. Prince Balin will be happy to hear I've flattened you into the dirt.
Man, there's just a lot of mean people here today.
When the sun shines in Orzammar.
Well, I can also do that. Fireballs are very effective, you know. Hello, person.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
What do you have in mind?
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Hmm.
The younger houses are interested in unorthodox tactics. Many hire mercenaries to augment traditional strengths. Anything goes is a fair description. We give small payouts, maybe a bonus from time to time, but this isn't about money. It's about skill and the chance to show it.
Set me up with
We've
team
got
battle.
some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Hello. Oh, fuck, they have a blood mage. No. No. Resisted? Fuck.
This should be easy enough. It's either you.
Okay. Got that going. Won't be able to hit her and multiple with it. Okay. Well, huh. This is gonna be a little bit awkward.
For me, and it isn't going to be me.
Resisted all of it. Wow. Okay. Jeez, Alistair, what the fuck happened to you? Take a lesser. Hmm. Can I now hit... come on. Got it. Nailed it. Got him. Alistair again. This rogue is really getting you, man.
This should be easy enough.
Ow. Please stop knocking me down. Also, Alistair, what happened to the frickin'... Oh, it's still on cooldown. Fine. Take a normal one. Let's restrain some mana. And weakness.
Move and parry. Strike and kill.
He keeps going for me. Not a fan. Target this guy. Because he's kind of being a dick to Alistair, apparently. And I'll just run around for a little bit. Need to recharge my mana anyway. Win, if you would like to hit him, that would be fantastic. Win. Wait, no, this one.
That's it.
Got him. There we go. Well, that was interesting.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again. The younger houses are interested in
Okay.
small payouts. Maybe a bonus from time to time.
I'll come back
I'll
later.
be here.
Goodbye. I honestly thought you were going to sell me some stuff, but apparently not. So, yeah.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer.
Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Why'd you resign?
It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes. Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly? I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Doolin. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Go win big for Lord Harriman?
Maybe I will at that.
Okay. So that quest is also updated. Yep, so I've done that, and then I need to retrieve those love letters, which I need a rogue for in order to lockpick my way in. There's another metal door here. Who's on the other side of this?
Easy enough.
Hello, people.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
What are the Silent
They're
Sisters?
an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Ah.
I am Ferinden. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a Silent Sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon, Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks. The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
And may both your efforts triumph.
May the ancestors choose their champion wisely.
Cool. Well, there's that. Who are you?
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything. But you're holding the prize now.
I like that I just stumbled across this entire thing.
I have a collector in mind. Who actually sells the item doesn't matter. It's your call. As always, I let people make their own decisions.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long gone. How about that? I'm just a businessman. I merely exploit opportunities. I won't get in your way.
Okay. Moving right along from that. I need my boy Zevran. I need Zevi. I like this. So if it can be spread to all four corners of the world, the Maker will forgive humankind for their sins. But not the elves, not the dwarves, no one else. Just humankind. The dwarves are spreading the word of Andraste just for the human's sake. And that's it. That's all it is. Sorry, Win.
Yes.
Anima Zevi.
You know, Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Ooh, that reminds me though. Equipment. Shale and Zevi. Zevi, how is this? It's actually not better in the slightest than the cheese knife. In fact, it's worse, because it doesn't have the armor penetration. Neat. Absolutely fascinating.
Oh
Okay.
yes, they've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of
That's not
useless
the way to
trivia
go.
today?
This is the way to go.
Sadly,
Okay. Come on. Oh, I hate this game and its loading screen. Really? When picking targets, enemies are drawn to heavier armor? Why would that be? I would 100% go for the the people dressed in lighter armor.
To Lord Harrowmont and the
Rav.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation.
No, that's not it. It's at the very end. The very, very, very end. Well, I wish to know what that is. Okay.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark.
This should be easy enough.
There we go. And hopefully it still has the main city loaded. Yeah, maybe a little bit. A little bit. Probably doesn't. Who am I kidding? It never does.
Raise your voice in favor of Lord Balin. He will bring us
No. I'm just gonna go with no on that.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders.
Okay. Moment of truth. Ah, darn it. And then we need to load the arena again. This is the part of Dragon Age that I just don't really like. It's the part of fantasy RPGs and just older RPGs in general where there's just so much backtracking for everything, and everything's barred behind loading screens. If there weren't loading screens, I wouldn't care so much about it, but those loading screens just kill anything that I have.
So tell me, Shale, if you had the opportunity to become flesh, would you take it?
It does seem rather preoccupied with this topic.
Humor me. Would you choose to live, to breathe
curious.
the air and taste the flesh? Or would you remain the immortal stone that you are?
Would I also get to age and bleed and become sick and die?
Of course. These are the things we accept for the blessing of being what we are.
Then no thank you. I have no need of such frailties.
And what of family, of children? Life does not begin and end with yourself.
I have no desire to produce offspring.
Your form is wondrous, that's true. But while you do
Okay,
not
he's
suffer
still
the loss
going,
of life,
man.
you also do not experience the
This is a
highs.
debate and a half.
It is something to consider.
It is nothing to consider. What it speaks of is impossible.
There we go. Moving on. Yep. I like that my stream title is Into the Mines We Go. I forgot how much faff there was in Orzammar. Like, oh my god. I mean, technically you don't have to do it, and technically I haven't been doing it this entire time, but... what can I say? I get interested by it. Okay. And now we have this. Zevi. There we go. Ooh. So just realized that there were basically pens here. Where is he? He's up here, isn't he?
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything.
I have your letters
Where'd you
right
get
here.
those? No. I don't want to know. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe.
And you'll fight in the proving?
I will be glad to fight for Harrimont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
Perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna overlay that, and I'm going to have to end the stream here. But I mean, keeping with tradition of me dying at the start of every stream, here's the best way for it. So, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all your support. The next stream is going to be Weeb Wednesday. We're going to be continuing Phantasy Star Universe, and it's going to be fantastic because I love that game. So, tune in for that. Bye-bye.